let's see. Let me share screen. Visible?
Yes.
109. 109.42.
Oh, it's already there. That's fine. It's
For this.
about to start.
Nice. All right.
Gamba.
Jet.
Yes.
Jet on Pearl. Okay, let me set up custom game at the same time. Jet on Pearl.
Playing using the most gotcha spray. Thanks, Valorant.
Alright, what do you think you need to work on, or what happened this game?
What happened to this game? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, I gotta remember this particular game. Ugh. I'm just thinking about the bad games I had today. Ugh.
Or like, what do you think you need to work on in general? What do you think you are struggling with? What's holding you back?
What's holding
I know
me
I
back?
dash around a lot, but I promise I'm looking out for y'all.
Okay.
Take them out while they're busy with me. My ult's ready.
I'm gonna say consistency is too broad of an answer. I think my decision making.
Okay.
Um,
How do you feel in the aim department? Do you feel like you have better aim than the people at your rank, or equal aim, or below?
I feel like I'm above average for my rank.
Okay.
But then in this game, I definitely was not on. I definitely feel that. Like,
Okay.
I don't think my cross, especially like for Pearl specifically, Pearl is definitely a map I personally struggle on, especially with, for instance, B long.
Right.
Since I know I don't practice enough like 50 meters or longer engagements.
Okay, so micro corrections. Micro adjusting. All right.
As far as the aim department goes, so then it's like, B long fights are not my favorite.
Okay. Those are my favorite fights to take. All right.
Cool.
Let's see.
We're gonna say it's Jet. Jet.
Hello there.
Pulse.
Hello there. Okay, you smoke smoke dash. Okay, your team's hanging back.
Link. 2 out link, 1 halls. Wait.
Okay, yeah, so you always have to be ready for someone backside on Pearl. It's just like a thing. People love playing there. People also love holding this off angle as you come up. I can try to show you in game. Let me change to.
Would it be helpful if I logged on to Valve and come into the custom?
Not really, because you have to see it from my perspective anyways, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
There might be things that you would want to try out, in which case you could, but yeah, let me swap over to gotta swap the game. Alright, can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay. This is an angle I love holding because no one ever expects it. It's right here.
Yep, nope,
Here.
Why?
So
because
hello,
that's
Ryan.
exactly as they're coming out, right? They're holding, and then they're like, okay. Because
I gotta do heaven.
yeah, because right here they have to look here. Right here they have to do here, here, up here, here, here. And they're not gonna be looking at this off angle if you're holding it super, super tight, which the KO might be. They might see like an arm or something, but only if they're like here. But by that time they should be looking there. So that's why like you see a lot of people just jiggle like this. And it's an easy like headshot angle. In which case like you have to be ready for someone there. The smoke is good. You deny vision. You dash out like this. I think it's okay. It's kind of in the open because it looks what. Who was on your team that can smoke? Viper. The Viper wall was not up. I don't think. Let me see. Let me switch back. Screen. Change windows. Yeah, the Viper wall was definitely not up. I don't think. Oh, it was up. Okay, so you kind of smoke dash here. And then... So you're kind of like caught in two places. You're like trying to fight this, but also trying to go back here. I
Right,
would just
even though
choose one.
Okay.
Like, you smoke dash behind, like where you are behind you, and you just hold. Right? Or you smoke dash into your smoke and then fight backside.
That makes sense.
Yeah, rather than being caught in the middle of two options, which
is why KO kills me here.
yeah, because like if you were just in the back corner, KO cannot hit a shot on you, right? Because he's stuck in the halls. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So then you would just take this fight or these two fights, I guess. But basically, you want to minimize being in this kind of like no man's land, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And like you could even dash like this way to make it really chaotic. Like if you dash right here, there's also off draft dashes, like, but yeah, generally just avoid no man's land. It's kind of hard as Jet because your job is to distract crosshairs, but then again, this is ranked and you cannot trust a team to trade. So in an ideal scenario, you have like competent teammates and they can trade you when you do this, right? But given that you are in silver, gold, elo, they're not like just assume that they cannot trade you. Okay, so how you should be playing in this elo to like rank up is you want to be greedy. You want to take these if you know you have better aim, right? You want to take 1v1s, and in that case, I would have smoke dashed and just fought the KO head on in the backside, because imagine you kill him, right? Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. Imagine you kill him, right? So like you smoke dash here, KO's here. Imagine you kill him. Then you have all of this, right? So you have all of backside control. And when you're retaking B on Pearl, you know how annoying it is to have to clear this?
Very, because someone's always popping up.
Yeah, and then someone, like, the rest of their team is freaking long, right? Holding, like, the cross and stuff. So, yeah, if you gain control of this, your team probably wins the round. Like, in probably, like, 85% of the time, if you win this duel, your team will probably convert. But if you lose to this KO, then it's actually probably 80-20 against you, because they have this space, right? And they're able to do this kind of thing. This guy fights like this. Someone fights from here, right? Someone fights from here. Top.
These tools are really cool. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah. But yeah, you see how this is like super mega fucked, right? Like
yes.
Like
this is why I hate Pearl, but yes.
Yeah. But like imagine you kill this guy, right? Then all your team has to do is focus this way. Versus now they have to focus on this third angle, which is like bad, right?
Right.
So the most impact that you can have there is just smoke dash onto this KO and kill him. And then just chill. Just chill here. Maybe you pressure them, right? Like you jiggle this way. If you didn't take any damage, then you jiggle this way. Maybe take another 50. But honestly, you probably win the round just by being here and killing this KO. But yeah, indecision of either fight kind of screwed you over here.
2 out link, 1 halls.
Yeah, and he even has a sheriff. Like Yeah, he kills your KO. So like imagine you smoke dash here, you kill him, your KO's still alive. It's now 5v4 instead of 3v4, right?
Wait, why was I the only one in there?
Yeah, that's normal. You say why are you the only one in there? Yeah, that's normal at this elo.
Yeah,
You just
I
have to
know.
accept it. Because it's ranked, like you can start expecting better players the higher you go. But at this elo, like you pretty much expect they are not gonna do anything. Just expect them to take equal fights or worse with other people.
Okay, so I guess my question is then with the expectation, because I remember, or not, there was something I heard like a while back while watching a video. It's like you should play like you're the game-winning player on your team.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
So then I'm just like, with the fact that I choose to play an entry character, how do I play like the game-winning person when I know that part of my job is also technically to be traded?
Game-winning person would have smoke dashed into this KO,
Killed him.
peeked wide out of the smoke. Like, I guess I could show you in game. Probably better. Oh my goodness, I need to swap. Please. Am I back to Valorant? Or am I still...
You're... So...
Am I still on Valoplant? I am, huh? Let me just do this.
Yeah. I have your stream up too, so...
Oh yeah, both, okay.
I have both up, so whichever one you need to put on Twitch.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. So... You want to play like a game winner, then you would do this.
Okay.
You have Ghost.
Yep.
And you go like this. Off timing. Bop. Get him. And you take his gun. Go Sheriff. Game winner. Like, you already used dash, so you wouldn't do that, but jump peek. Someone's there. Take a shot. Take another shot. Play your life. And then based on how your team's fighting, you then aggress or not aggress or play this angle. You just made presence
Gun
there.
here.
You play over here now. Switch up with angles, right? But yeah, you're hunting frags. The impact, you're doing your job still. It's not like you're not doing your job. It's not like you're over here looking for a lurk kill or something. You're still entering. You drew all their crosshairs to here.
Here.
Right?
Right.
And the greed is here.
Here.
You want to win this fight. This is like probably the round winning fight is against this KO. And yeah, like 20% of the time or like 40% of the time you might die, right? Like this guy might just hit a nice shot, he might have a better shot, I don't know, right?
Right.
But basically you want to be the reason why your team wins or loses. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then we try to up that percentage. And if that percentage is greater than 60%, then you're amazing, you know? So,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Cool. Let's go back to...
Isolate, pick 1v1s,
Yeah,
show
like,
them who's boss in the 1v1s.
especially if you have better aim than this rank. Like, if you have plat aim in a silver lobby, you better be taking all the fights you can, you know, because you're maximizing your value, right? You want to be in more fights, basically. Because if someone else's 50-50 at this rank is your 70-30, you're taking those 70-30s guaranteed, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Let's go back. Cool. Let's go back to... Yeah, and then, yeah. I don't expect your team to do much.
They had...
Yeah, like, in a coordinated 5, obviously, ideally your whole team runs out with you. And they probably would have won. But it's not coordinated 5, unfortunately, so you you gotta
Had one in halls
gotta
to
just
deal with.
adapt.
Had one in
Link.
adapt, overcome.
Yeah,
prevail.
that is ranked. Ranked is less so about how well um you can coordinate with your team, but more so how you can min max your impact to your team.
Mm-hmm. But
And I assume that no one's coming. Is that just the norm?
that is pretty much the norm. I try to get comms out of people, but
Yeah. So if they don't calm, you don't calm. Is that the dealio?
I'll still try to calm. But if I know I don't have a lot of comms, if I'm first in and I die, then I'm just like I'm quiet because I don't have anything else to offer at that point.
Oh, actually, being dead has more to offer, contrary to popular opinion. Because being dead, you're able to look at minimap, and being alive, you shouldn't be looking at minimap. Well, actually, in ranked, you have to look at minimap because people don't give comms. So,
I've actually, just because you said that, I literally was just watching a TikTok about how someone, I think this was in a plat lobby, was like, don't, it was like the caption, don't be like this sage. The sage was trying to force everyone to look at minimap and not give any comms. I'm like, bruh.
yeah, no. Well, like, if you want to I mean, obviously, if you don't feel comfortable calming
I'm
to a zero feedback team,
no, I need
then
to, if I'm gonna keep streaming, then I need to cop to zero feedback stream.
okay, yeah. So you're used to it, you know. So like, you might as well. And then what you could do is you could say KO backside, 2 from Link, right? You can calm that, and
Right.
then based on what's going on, um, even like the pre-round here is like what I would see. So I'll try to calm exactly what I would say. Okay, I'll play it and then I'll just mute the stream.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say this is exactly what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're gonna.
Like as a ascendant immortal player, right? This is what I would say. Yo, you guys want to rush B? All right, let's go. I'm gonna smoke dash backside. This is a KO knife here. KO's here. I'm jiggling. Got to clear left, clear right, close clear. One might be still backside. I'm gonna smoke a dash. Nothing screens. Brim link, raise link, KO backside, KO backside, KO backside, KO backside. You see the difference in comms there? Like
Yeah.
all that information was relayed to your team, and it's up to them to do something with it. Like if they
Right.
want to trade you, if they don't want to trade you, if they want to, whatever. But you see how the level of information is getting relayed.
Yeah.
Obviously, the thing is, you don't need comms to get to like plat. You can just have pure raw mechanical aim and game sense and minimap reading, and you can carry yourself to plat. But these are just habits. If you do want to use them, you can use them. If you want to
These are habits I want.
yeah, if you want to emulate that, those level of comms, those are the comms that you would hear in a good lobby. Obviously, in Immortal, we have these kind of lobbies too, where there's no comms because it's just ranked. That's just how it is. Like, either you get comms or you don't get comms. Is a dice roll most of the time,
Yep.
coin flip. But what I do if I'm solo queuing, I'll give the comms, and if they don't calm back, it's fine. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as I'm relaying the information to them, they can do something with it, potentially. And then if someone gives you shit about it, you insta-mute them. That's my policy for ranked, is you don't give people the time of day to be, like, rude to you, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Because that'll affect your own gameplay, and then you just play worse. And then you just won't carry yourself out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have to carry yourself out, you just, like, you mute all the negativity, you relay all the comms that you can, and then you try to have maximum impact for your team. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then when you're dead, it's like right here. So you die, right? Right around here. So KO backside, KO backside, KO backside. Two still link, two still link. And then you say, Viper's alone. Yeah, I mean, she gets diffed. And then Silva tries to trade. He whiffs. Yeah, dead. There's not much you can do at this point. This is over, yeah. Then you stay quiet for KJ to try to clutch, but yeah. Cool. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack in just that round, but yeah.
I was like, I'm seeing, okay. No, I appreciate this. I'm like, okay, the levels of thought process difference.
Yeah, like when you clear stuff, you say things are clear. When you're about to peak, you say you're about to peak. You know, there's a framework that the UCLA coach uses. It's called intention. Oh no, observation, intention, and expectation. So those are the things you should calm. When you observe something, obviously like Sova, that KO knife that came over, right? KO knife close. That means KO's on B, right? So
Right.
you can say, okay, KO's here. If someone was lurking on the other side of the map, they might not know, right? Let's say, I don't know, your Viper was, or your KJ was like lurking mid, right? That's just one little piece of info. Okay, now KO's over there. That means I will not get knifed or flashed, for that matter, right? That means I don't need to play anti-flash over at lurk or whatever. But yeah, observation, intention is I'm smoke dashing now, right?
I know I need to get better at that personally.
Yeah, intention. Expectation is like, hey yo KO, can you flash for me? Right. That's expectation. So when you expect someone else to do something. And in ranked, you probably won't do much of that. In the higher elo you go, obviously it will work more. People start being receptive, especially if they're a KO main or if they're like, you know, they should be with their duelist. But yeah. I guess you full eco?
Yeah, I was full eco.
I mean, pathing wise, I wouldn't take this wide path. You're on a classic, in which case you want to be up close, you know?
Right.
That's when you convert the most kills here. You right click them in the face or something. And when you path left here into the open, like if they peek you at any time, it's just not a great place to be.
Right.
So your best path is like up close to the right, up close, left, up close again. Because you're minimizing what they can see when you do that, and you're getting closer and closer and closer. So your percentage of winning this fight just goes up and up and up as you get closer. You know. See, like imagine if you path up. You're like right here right now, actually, right? And then this guy swings. You're right here. Like if you path up to the right, you would be right here on this guy. This raise would swing see your KO, shoot your KO, and you come out and right click him in the face. Free gun for you.
Instead of having to do what I just did and not win.
Yeah. But yeah, you see how small detail. This is a really small detail. But yeah, classics you want to maximize your value by being as close as possible. Right? You get the most kills with the classic up close.
And now I play Pokemon because I'm. When it's downtime, I play Pokemon.
Yeah. I don't know. What if you had to rate your focus level from 0 to 100? Like for all your games, pretty much. What would you say it's at?
Um,
I would imagine it's like since you're playing so many games, it can't be 100 at all times because you just
no,
get
it's definitely not.
Yeah.
Roughly 70.
70-ish. Okay, that's actually pretty good still. But yeah, if you were 100, you would be like trying to figure out tendencies, like who's pushing what, who's playing where. Like just from timings, you can tell who's where. But yeah, Also, I don't know why in this elo people just don't buy second round even though they win first round. You should be buying. They like try to save greedily for the next round. For third round buy. But like imagine like you guys win. Then they're screwed. You know, so
Yeah, my focus is
yeah,
Pokemon.
2 seconds left and you're still here. Yeah.
I'm Pokemoning.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back, boys.
Also, what is this?
Why is it not?
I mean, just 113, 30. There you go. Oh, let's. Yeah, same pathing.
Got doubles?
Yeah, the double swing is so rough, right? Because of pathing. If you path to the right, so like, if you path here, the Reina blind might not even actually hit you. Plus, this guy has to swing wide to even see you, right? Which helps your team
didn't know that.
trade. Yeah.
I will remember that.
Yeah, on Pearl, pathing here. Which is actually why, like, on CT side, on defense, if I'm, like, peeking this, I'm peeking narrow, and I'm peeking with an op. Because I know people are walking up like this. So, yeah. Yeah, this is really rough, right? Imagine you're over here. Then you could shoot this, and then Raze has a swing super wide to get you, right? And at that point, you already killed this, and you can swing at her. Yeah.
I got doubles?
Yeah.
I mean, they played that well.
They played it well, but you could have played it better.
They are.
You could have like owned them. You path right, you kill the eye, and then you flick over to the Raze, you kill them too.
And great.
Yeah, your team. At this point, yeah, most ranked teams would check out.
Packed, golden chain.
Although wait, what is this?
They are doubles. So
Wait, this is O2. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay, now.
all right, how do I be impactful and change this around other than just?
You're asking the right questions. That's at least the right question. That's good.
Okay, going mid isn't the thing right now for me. Not when their team is swinging off each other's util.
All right. Looks like your team's grouping A.
Stop getting stuck on me. It's Molly. Wait, we didn't. Wait, mauling that doesn't help us. There's always some. Yeah. Okay. Great. Now we go back. Like, oh my.
Yeah, the other team is using their utility well. So it's kind of hard to take space.
I wouldn't waste it. Just leave me here. 'Cause this is actually. I need to calm what I want people to do.
Wow. Wow.
Self-realizations.
Yeah. Wow. Validating the feedback here. That's good.
Validating the feedback from a video from yesterday.
Yeah. This round is super rough. Whenever you're on eco, you're looking to steal a gun. That's like your dream, right? You want to dome someone and steal their gun. And so
Like,
there's two ways to do this. Either you're rat you're super rat, and then you catch a rotate or a flank that they make a mistake of, right? You catch them off guard. So like you get to this corner, for example, and then you wait while your team, you're baiting your team's noise and whatever, so that you hopefully someone pushes up. If no one pushes up, you push in, and then you try to get a flank kill. That's like one way. The other way is to just be hyper aggressive, super hyper aggressive, and
Mauling
we're doing neither here. So like
Right.
right here.
whereas
So you're still kind of walking. You're not sure if your team's like running fast or not. They're actually kind of going slow because you're going slow. They see you're going slow and they're like, "Oh, should we walk actually?" But if I'm sure if you just like W key super mega fast, like they would be like, "Oh, just going. We're going."
We're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Viper's going and now KO's going.
stop
Like someone's just waiting for someone to go,
giving
which is usually what this rank is a little bit, and then in higher ranks too. Like,
stuff on me.
and then like, so they mollied, right?
It's
You can wait it out.
Molly. Wait.
That molly, I think he was trying to molly close right. So instead of instantly coming back here, I would just wait up close. So let me go to in game and show you. Swap. The swapping process. I wish I had a button to just swap. Okay, I gotta actually like. Discord's so buggy.
Okay, I can see on Discord.
I have a sheriff. Okay, yeah, you have sheriff.
Yes.
Your team's over here. Your team's like looking like they're going
Spike drop.
A.
I don't see it on.
I got the spike.
There we go.
Alright. Cool. Zico, go. Zoom. Crosshairs here. You don't want them to get
Here.
over there faster than you can get to this angle. So going slow here lets them do that. Like, if I was them, right, I try to like get over here. Right? If I was them with like a shotgun, that's what I would do. Which you want to deny that by running fast. You run fast, and now they can only be here, and then you just slice the pie a little bit like this. This is an angle that you want to be ready for. And obviously it's smoked, right? So it's smoked.
Right.
They mollied.
Here.
Okay, so we'll just
Block
pretend this is
inside.
the brim smoke. Your
Right.
KO tried to molly. It landed like here,
Here.
which is okay. That means there's still like entry pathing room. But your jet, you can ignore it, honestly. So what I'm looking to do is I'm trying to get to this
Here.
spot. Why?
Right.
Why do we want to get there in particular? It's because yeah,
My usual thought process, if you're actually asking me the question.
yeah.
So I like smoke dashing there because I can look left or right and clear this, what you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Where you are is also safe from art.
Yep. They can't win.
And so the only places someone can come from really is where you directly you're looking.
Yep, exactly. And that's what you want to do. So
I will say that I have failed my smoke dashes.
yeah, so brim smokes here, and then there's like a molly. You wait out the molly, and then you tell your team, "I'm going in," right? And you just go like you just literally prime your dash, go like this and smoke like this, and just get here, and then you can like clear out of your smoke like here. So if there was someone close,
Blocking sight.
right?
Right.
Then you're coming out like this, ready to fight them. I think it was like that. Then your team can walk up with it. Ideally, I think your Viper wall like
Watching
should
here.
cover all this anyway, so like these angles shouldn't be it. Like up anyways. Pretty sure that's how the Viper put her wall. If it's not up, you call Viper to put it up. You say, "Hey Viper, put up your wall," right? So that you can do this play. So you go like this. Like that. Take this fight. And then like if you want to get greedy, right? Take all these fights. Because you're looking for a gun. And that's how you win this round. In the eco round, you want to steal a gun. So you want to be... It's okay if you die. Like, you tried your best, you know? That's what I'm saying. Like, You don't want to be in a position as, especially as duelists, which is why a lot of people like in general complain about duelists like being baity or whatever, and it's because of this like movement, because like you were walking, but then your teammate ran ahead of you. If you were the one aggressing, right? You're aggressing, and then this gets smoked off and whatever, and then you tell your team to smoke and whatever, and then you back off, right? Or even just like this movement where you came here and then you backed off like this. Your team's like, why? Why is our jet running away? You know? Yeah. But you want to maximize your impact by doing this and getting a kill. If you get a kill like this, you probably... And you steal their gun, you probably win the round. They're like, it's a much higher chance than trying to rotate out. Because, yeah. And I'm sure you've seen, like... Do you watch a lot of, like, high elo play? Do you watch, like, Immortal clips or, like, some content creators? Or...
Favorite content creator for Val? Well, he's Masayoshi.
Okay.
I'll watch some other people sometimes, but usually it'll be Masayoshi.
Yeah, a lot of times, like, when you watch high elo gameplay, they're not backing off. They're going. Whether it is to die or not, they're going, you know? My general advice for if you want to back off is if you just, for some reason, know that they're all there. If you know that they're all there for some reason, maybe like Brim Smoke, KO Knife, like you just like 5 pieces of util from 5 different agents or something, right? That's when I'd be like, they're all here, let's leave. Because there's no point to going into a 5-stack, right? But you know, in general, like you can make the assumption that they're not doing that because usually someone's on B, someone's playing here, someone's playing here, someone's playing here, right? And then there's like a floater. So like, given this is like the default setup for most rounds, if you smoke dash and there's one person there, that's probably the only person there. Maybe there's one more, like Link, right? But yeah, you want to kill that guy ASAP so that you steal his gun and then you kill everyone else too. You know. Cool. Let's swap back. I think it swapped. Yeah, it swapped. Okay.
It did.
Cool.
Wait, mauling. To do.
Yeah, and then you decide to, if you are gonna do alert play, so it's kind of tough. Longer. It's really tough. Yeah, you have to wait a long time. You have to, basically, you have to look at the minimap and judge based on how much pressure your team's putting elsewhere. Since you were just here, like they're gonna be very wary of someone being here. So I think you went a little too early. Probably a lot too early, actually.
I'd say a lot too early.
Yeah, because your Viper's not even making B presence yet. Yeah, there's some mid presence a little bit, but they're not even like taking fights yet, you know?
I want people to do.
Okay, now they're taking fights. It's like an okay timing. I think you could have waited a little longer, but in general, I think you should be leading the way wherever you go. So like, if you're gonna call for a rotate, you should be rotating. You know, especially as Jet, you should just rotate. If you want to rotate, you call the rotate and you leave, you know.
Lead the charge. Okay.
Yeah, as Jet, like you'll lead your team for sure. Whether it's into a 5-stack on site or like to their deaths, you're leading them either way. That's what you want to be thinking about.
Okay. Yeah. I like that mindset.
You live and die by the sword, you know. That's basically.
I'm with it.
Basically, if you're indecisive, your whole team will be indecisive. So. Looks like you're going for a slower play. That's the thing about this elo. You can't really trust your teammates to win these kind of fights. So then it just becomes.
Bull beat in.
a slow death.
Trait
You know?
tier C bug
Like,
type
I'm
430
pretty sure this Viper's gonna
base
die.
stats. Good luck with the catches.
Well, yeah. It's not
Jeez.
even the Viper. But oh my goodness, this fight is taking forever. Oh no. Yeah, you see how what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is slow death, right?
Okay.
Like the longer that's you might not notice this right away, obviously, like if it's a team that is capable, like all maybe you just roll the ranked dice and your team's like bopping them, right? And winning their gunfights.
Right.
Then okay, that this kind of play is like okay, you know, because you can trust your team a little bit. But in the scenario where it's a team, like basically a team diff, you want to basically hard carry this as much as you can. Which means usually leading the charge somewhere.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
So for this elo with the whole leading the charge concept, I'm understanding more that slow play doesn't work out well unless people are just better,
Yeah.
team diff better.
Yeah.
So at least for this elo, until people are like, we can really play for picks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is it just like best to just whatever it is, 5-man rush, whatever it is, just because that's what this elo is right now, or like 4-man in a lurker, or
they
just
all
vary?
can work. I think you just have to read your team.
Okay.
And in this scenario, like this round in particular is what would have been the telltale sign, like, okay, I need to just win this game myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because like they took individual gunfights all across the map and they lost all of them, right? And not a single person got like a trade or anything. Also, your team isn't really using util to take space, which is the whole point of a default. So like if you're gonna spread out and whatever, like KJ should put her bot here to maintain space of a main.
Yeah.
Sova should be droning or something this way, or you know, like something else than just holding angles. If what they're doing is just holding angles, it's gonna be okay. I just have to kill people and have people try to trade me as best as they can, or use them as meat shields and bait each other and whatever, because that's gonna maximize your chances of winning gunfights and essentially the round. Yeah.
Jeez.
Down mid.
Yeah, I kind of understand the holding this though. This is actually like objectively a good read because they've been double peeking mid, right? So like
Yes.
intuitively you're doing what's right, but your team isn't. So like no matter what, even though your read's right, your team is not gonna help you accomplish your goal. Yeah, you even get the pick.
That's one.
Like, there's got to be one more.
See, if you wanted here, if you wanted to do a little soft IGLing, you can. This was an opportunity to be like, hey, they're pushing mid. Can we hold mid together for like a little bit?
Mm.
And then, yeah, whether they help you or not, that's up to them. Like you know, but, but you suggested an idea, you did your job. You know? Because you have a read, obviously. Look, you're the only one who got the kill this round, but
Should be able to get spikes safely.
yeah, then KJ gets one. Yeah, you should be grouping up, get the spike. It's the highest priority. Good. Alright, let's go a little further. Oh, what happened?
Wait, you were looking that.
Did your KJ just not? I think he got accidented. Oh no, I know why.
Wait, you were looking that direction.
It's cause she pathed right.
Oh.
Which is the whole like concept of like the mid thing. If you path right, you're not gonna be seen first.
I see.
Right? So KJ like didn't even realize she did that. You know, like she pathed right, so that means you're the one who's gonna be seen first. So yeah, that's on KJ to pad left, so she's holding wider to your angle. then she'll encounter the angle first, right? But yeah, I'd be mad too. Not gonna lie.
I was holding her back. I'm just like.
The thing is,
Okay, at least you feel me, and
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take that.
yeah. The thing is, I'm less worried about this. I'm more worried about the A main push.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I would just be looking with KJ that way.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah, this is just a 1v2.
Person?
I'd be very surprised if she wins. Did she win? Holy moly,
On
she
the
won.
board.
That's crazy. Okay. So, okay. You see how your KO knifed that?
Yes.
You should immediately recognize that no one was detected. Which means all of this area is safe for you to just run.
Okay.
Yeah, you see how you're still, like, diligently clearing?
Mhm.
Whereas you could have been, like, up here. Like, yes, this raise nade is coming, but, like, you could be up here.
I
Right.
see. He.
Like, that, you could be past this raise nade, actually. Before the
Mm.
brim smoke, you could be on site, basically, almost. Like, the pacing is just, you can be a lot faster, for sure. So, yeah, just recognizing, like, oh, KO knife cleared all of this, there's nothing there, I'm going, you know?
You're making.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
then you wouldn't
goodness.
be delayed by that. Maybe you would have caught his pants down with his molly out, actually, or his smoke out, because he was smoking, right? Like, imagine you dashed in.
Yeah.
Imagine you dashed in, like, right around.
Side. I'm laughing at Gradon in your chat.
Right here. So, yeah, walking up is not the move, especially if you're devoting this much util. So, like, you see your teammates throwing all this stuff, you just run. There's
Got
no
it.
point. If everyone's walking, it's different, right? If everyone's walking, no one's throwing util, then you're playing contact, which means the first moment you see someone, that's when everyone makes noise and explodes, you know?
Mhm.
Which is a different play. But in this case, there's a KO knife, clears everything. I'm going. I'm swinging. I'm out here already. I'm on site already. I dashed in already. I'm already here on site in default plan, you know? And then, like, maybe that prevents the brim from smoking. Maybe that prevents the brim from throwing a molly, you know? Because you just applied so much pressure to site, just individually, right? This brim might be back site, and he's like, oh, shoot, Jet's on me. I can't smoke right now. I can't molly right now. And then your team can come out, you know? Yes, there's a world where maybe, okay, you get, I don't know, killed. You get picked. Your team's still back here, and you get peeked. That's okay. That's not your fault. That's your team being slow, but maybe you could have won that fight, you know? And that's what I mean by living and dying by the sword. You go out there and you kill all of the people on site, your team probably wins the round, you know?
Yeah.
And you definitely had those games, right? Where you just had, like, some crazy crack duelist that just wins the game. Or, like, wins
Yes.
rounds. Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
be that. You want to be that. That's how you get the plat. Alright. And honestly, that's probably... Is there any part of this VOD, the rest of it? Or maybe we can go to defense. We'll probably go to defense, but I think that's enough for attack. I don't think there might be anything more.
It's honestly, I think for attack is probably gonna be a lot more of the same. if I'm
Okay,
being
yeah,
honest.
that's good. Which means you know what to work on, which is, like, live and die by the sword, hyper aggressive jet entry. And if you want examples of, like, extremely high level gameplay of like hyper aggressive jet entry, just watch tens or prod.
Yeah, I love watching tens.
Yeah, tens or prod, like, psh, like, that's how you just look up, like, a full. Don't watch, like, highlight reels. Watch, like, full VODs of, like, how they play their entry,
Yeah.
and then you'll get instantly better just by doing that. Just look up, like, jet pearl, tens jet pearl full VOD, or, like, ranked, right? And you'll probably find something. Honestly, I'll try to search right now. So, what, tens jet pearl full VOD ranked?
You to get a wall.
Ta-da!
TM3.
Content for you to watch.
Content.
What do you know? This is like the most impactful way that I can tell you to get better is just by watching really good players doing exactly what you're doing, but at the highest
Better.
level. Yeah. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I assume.
What?
Oh,
What
you,
if-
you know, let's watch this round then. There you go. This is what I wanted 2 rounds ago. Yeah, flash.
Molly.
Oh, you should have flashed. You should have dashed immediately.
Just as soon as I heard that flash
Yeah,
pop.
yeah, exactly. Because they're blind, and then you dash in. It causes so much chaos for them, you know. Yeah, you smoke dash late. You don't
Oh,
honestly don't even need the smoke because the flash came out. You just dash out. But I like this. I like. You see?
Other than me
Okay,
whiffing.
you whiff, but that's fine. We go to deathmatch to fix that, you know. But you
Yep.
had the right idea. It could have still been faster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! What the? That
Wait, no way you won. Wait, he blew himself up. That's funny.
It was one of the most. I was like, we take those. I'll take it.
Ooh, this is a knives round. Okay, let's. I want to see your knives really quick, and let's just let's just see. Okay, at least you're jumping. I would have updrafted just to change the angle, a lot.
Oh, okay.
You definitely seen jets do that, right? When they have knives, you
Yes.
updraft the angle because you're really high up. You bring the crosshair super high, and then your team swings underneath you. Oh yeah, you gotta clear that. So always
That's
clear
my
left
fault.
and then clear right. Yeah, always clear left and then right there.
No, yeah, that. I remember when I did it, I was like, dang, I failed my job just now.
And that's okay. Learn.
I
right?
didn't check. I didn't
You didn't check.
check.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. Yeah, dash on that guy right now. He's looking away, actually. You see, this
Oh no! I left him die.
right here. Like, you should be with your Sova. If you had the pacing, right? Like, you go with him. You go with him. Imagine you're with him right now. You're in front of him, actually, right? This dart cleared everything for you close, right? So you just up. You're up. This Raze was nading. You would have caught her with her pants down. Right?
If I was there with the Sova, that would have been a free.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
Then I
At
back up.
this elo, everyone plays so slow, like that, and they think that they can get away with that by throwing their grenade, right? But if you play like just a tempo faster, you're gonna catch so many people with their pants down, and it's gonna be hilarious for you, because you're gonna be like, I just dashed on this guy, you know, I'm a maniac, I'm just going, and it's gonna be great, and that's how
no.
I want you to
I
play
left
on
him
Jet.
die.
Yeah, imagine you were up, right? Yeah, instead of being slow here, like, look, the second that guy jumps away, you dash up on him. And then he's like super pressured. Yes, this raise is here. Maybe you die by the raise, but it's okay. You want to just cause chaos, you know, and just like be in their face, because you're Jet. If you were
Right.
on Sova, it's different, right? Yeah, you got to be a little, you know, diligent about clearing angles, yada yada. But you're Jet. You can jump and updraft and dash and smoke yourself. You have so many tools that let you play like really aggressive, and you should be using them. And it's not just for entering site, it's for grabbing these like kills to get a gun for your team or whatever. And that's making space. You don't like, as a Jet entry, it's not necessarily your job to just entry onto site, but entering anywhere on the map where there is an enemy. If that makes sense.
I
went on
like that
raise.
new uploading new definition now.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. If there's nothing else in this that you know of, then we can just jump to the CT.
CT is gonna be that long if I'm gonna be honest.
That's okay. Let's see. This is pistol, so let's go back.
And anything you're trying to achieve, you're not always gonna perform in the way that you wish you were.
I like that you're looking for a fight. That's what you should be as a duelist on CT, on defense. Just having your knife out though is super awkward.
Yeah.
Because they could just be walking up, and that's exactly what the Reina did. Actually, she just like
Yeah.
instant walked up. Like I just
I'm
have my
looking
gun
back
out.
at this now, and I'm just like, why did I have my knife out?
Like the only excusable thing would be like a jump peek once at the very beginning of the round with the knife out. But even then, I still wouldn't, because most people will just be aimed there. But I mean, if you
Right.
jump peek, it's a little better, right? And then it is pistol.
Oh my goodness. Reina going.
Yeah. All right. This is a forced round. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give you a tip for defense. Just insta rotate. Wherever they make presence first, just go. Don't even care about like late lurks or anything. Just instant rotate. Because more often than not, in ranked, there's only gonna be like maximum one late lurk. And you let your other teammates deal with that. You go where the fights are happening and you try to win those fights. That's how you have most impact. Especially if you're mid, if you're playing like art or con here,
Okay.
then you have very, very high or like very fast rotation speed to B or A. The second they make presence, look, so I guess is that
How
I don't
many?
know. Okay, so they're making both A and B presence, which makes it a little awkward, but I think B was first. Just go there and take the fights. Especially it's a forced round, you should just go and win these fights with your team. Ideally, you kill them before they kill your team, and then you have numbers advantage. Worst case, you just refrag or trade. Yeah, they're on. Like, if you were a little faster, right? You'd be able to trade this guy. Let's see. Like, let's go from beginning of the round. Let's just see. Also, you're kind of floating instead of just being at one of these places. You should just be here or be here, but not floating in the middle. I don't know what the Viper's doing. She's AFK. She's checked out of this game. That's okay. You're not though. Okay. Okay. KO knife. I'm going. I'm booking it over there. You know, like you can look behind you to see if maybe there's someone trying to catch a timing, but you just book it all the way over here with your Sova.
Like this.
Yeah, you'd be here right now, right? And Sova's fighting.
How many?
You'd be with them. You'd be right here, fighting with
How
them.
many?
Maybe you grab these kills, maybe not, but
I was there. Could have been.
Yeah.
Planted B.
yeah. Yeah, even here, right? Like this is exactly when I would peek you from from behind, actually, because like when
That took
this
so
is so
long.
much contact is happening over here. If I'm mid lurking, I'm going now, when my team is on site. So actually, I would have killed you from behind if I was mid lurking. Yeah, but imagine if you were there when the fight was happening, right? Maybe you don't even let them cross. Maybe you kill them on the way over, because as the attack, right, the most uncomfortable place to play is out in the open here, right? So you want to catch them there. You want to hold an angle such that they are in the open, right, crossing, because that's where they'll probably die the most, because they have to look at heaven, look at CT, look at you. That's all. That's a lot of angles, right? So
Right.
if you were there, you can add another angle to that mess that they have to deal with, and then you probably maybe kill one or two, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Cool. And then, ooh, this is more like it. Let's see. Let's see it. Yeah, you go for early push. You hear one. I think you heard a footstep. You prime your dash.
I did.
Yeah, that's good. Good, you get this, get out. Good. The raise is also here.
One getting A orb.
See, this is kind of a little bit counterintuitive but it does make sense for the gun you're using. With the Stinger, you want to be up close.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be as it's kind of like the classic, right? Same logic with classic shotgun Stinger, right? You want to maximize or minimize the distance between you and them because that's just the power of the gun.
Right.
Also, breaking that's okay. It might have went to your KJ. I think it's okay. I would have saved that smoke. So you don't want to use jet smokes to stall them. They're not that great to do that. You leave that to your controllers. So Viper should have put her orb here to stall, right? You use your jet smokes as emergency situation tools to stall for yourself to live longer. So like you've been in those situations where like they're pushing out on you and you're like pants down, right? You instantly look at the ground and you throw a jet smoke, and then you have time to breathe a little bit. If they spam you, whatever, but that's the whole point of the jet smoke. Okay, your team just kind of gets picked off in mid.
You just gotta play together because they don't care. Like they have rounds to burn. They want to end it too, but they got rounds to burn.
Your tap. Ooh. Okay. Unfortunate that it took so long to kill him. I think I think you thought it would have killed him, and then you should try to unpeak. But yeah, I would have committed to this fight, and then like you see this guy's like peeking you too, right?
Yeah.
So like I would have just committed to this to make sure he dies. If you see this out of the corner of your eye, that's when you smoke that, or like smoke yourself in the foot, so that like it blooms like this, and then he has to guess where you are and kind of spam it. But because you don't smoke, well, first confirm this kill, right? Obviously.
Right.
And then yeah, smoke yourself. Obviously, it's now too late because you didn't expect him to not die, but that's the game plan. Is smoke yourself, smoke yourself, smoke yourself. When you're in trouble, smoke yourself. Should be a jet reflex. Okay, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, biggest thing on attack, live and die by the sword is my biggest advice, and just go. Make that space everywhere, you know.
Make the space.
Go for
up
frags.
the tempo.
Yeah, you know how it's like a meme of like, you want high ACS, like duelists like high ACS, and they always like look at their scoreboard, they press tab at the end of the game, and they're like, wow, look at me, 300 ACS. You want to be that guy.
Okay.
Like seek out those engagements because that's what you want to do on T and on CT side. So when you pushed A main here, that's what I want you to do on CT side. You want to get that early info on one side of the map, maybe win the duel, right? Your jet, you can dash out, so you have a high survivability rate even if you whiff the shot, right?
Right.
So like even if you didn't kill that guy, he wasn't really expecting you. You whiff, you have no more bullets, you can dash and then you can smoke yourself, and you're still alive. But you got the info that hey, Brim and Raze are A main, right?
Right.
If there's no one there, I would instant rotate to B, or go for instant flank. In this elo, no one expects instant flanks. Just timing wise, they're just not used to it. And they don't even, and comp wise, they don't have a flank watch, right? You guys have KJ, they don't. So even more so that you should be going for flanks, because you're gonna be catching like a 1v1 or or they're all looking away from you and you kill 3. So yeah. And then like on defense, if you're playing the mid, this is called the Smurf playbook. When you play like a mid position and then you instant rotate to the site that has the contact. It's called the Smurf playbook because you want to maximize the fights that you're taking. And by playing mid, you're able to, right? Because you can instantly
mm.
rotate to whichever site they're hitting. Yeah. I think that's it.
Yee.
So, yeah. I want you to play like a Smurf. You've seen people who have, like, extremely high confidence and whatever. That's how you get to plat. You think you're not plat. You're diamond. You're better than all these people. And then you just, like, go and kill them all.
Got it.
Yeah. And then, like, if you're whiffing or whatever, then that means you gotta work on your aim. That means you could hit the deathmatch. You go do more deathmatch. How much deathmatch do you do, usually?
At least during stream, I do at least 4 to 5.
Okay. Yeah, if you feel like your aim's not there, maybe we can do another session where we go over deathmatch etiquette or like how to improve your crossfire placement, gunfight hygiene, all that stuff. Like the actual mechs of like shooting. But I would just like play like you have better aim first, and then if your aim can't keep up, then let's fix the aim.
Okay.
Right? Because you said that you think you have better aim than this elo, right? So you should just just use that, you know. Take those fights, demolish them, drop 4Ks every round, you know.
The only time I don't think I have better aim is when it's been proven I don't have better aim.
Yeah. But then at that point, then you just play. You just work on that separately, you know. So you aim train, deathmatch, other stuff. But yeah. Cool. I think that's it. Do you have any other questions?
Should I just be an insta-lock jet?
Oh yeah, I highly suggest at your rank to pick an agent that suits you, and just stick with it, because that's how you're gonna climb. It's the most efficient way to climb. People who fail are generally gonna take a lot longer to rank up, just because of
some things.
Yeah, just because you have to learn so many things. It's basically very overwhelming. Because just from jet alone, there's so much nuance, right? And you can't really get that to your subconscious by playing other agents, you know. Like if you go right after this game to go play Omen, it's a very different, you know, very different.
Yeah.
There's a lot more nuance to that gameplay style than on Jet, and then all of a sudden you're not getting the reps, you know, that you are by playing just Jet, which is why a lot of people just insta lock at one agent that they play all the time, which is completely fine. Yes, it might not be the best for learning breadth, like being good at more roles, but I think to start with, you should definitely just hone in on something that you love playing. So whatever agent that you think suits you the best, most, Jet, then just all in on it.
I'll be unapologetic with my Jet.
Yeah, and then on Jet on defense, you should be opping. I don't know how we didn't get to see enough rounds, but would you have opt? Do you op a lot, or do you just rifle, SMG, whatever?
I feel it out. I feel more confident on my Vandal than I do op most times.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm trying to incorporate. I want to op. I enjoy opting. I think it's fun. Yeah,
and it makes the other team mauled out of their minds if you're good.
And then spam op crutch. I want that to happen.
Yeah, that's. Yep.
I want them to spam op crutch and be mad while I am saying I love you in chat and
exactly. Yeah. Instalock Jet, high intensity, high octane gameplay. Just go, zoom, zoom, zoom. And if you die, it's like whatever. Like there's always a next round, always a next game. You know, like whatever. Yeah. Just limit test yourself and see what your boundary is of how aggressive can you play, because I don't think you've tapped that potential yet. So let's just see how far you can get with that. Yeah. Cool. Instalock Jet. If that's it, then
I think that's it. I don't have anything else. Thanks, coach.
yup. Of course, anytime. And if you want to do like a mechanics review, what I would do is probably just have footage of like deathmatch.
Death matches are usually like within my first hour of every VOD. So.
Oh, okay. So you use it to warm up.
Mhm.
What I would do is do a deathmatch either after a couple games or like there's a difference between warm up deathmatch and then training deathmatch.
Oh.
When you're training, you're focusing on how you're taking on every single fight versus trying to get your hands warm.
Mm-mm.
And then you're trying to like actually diagnose like VOD reviewing a match is obviously like, you know, there's a lot of decision making, whatever, but there's also a lot of decision making in deathmatch. So we can VOD review a deathmatch basically, and ideally it's not one that you use to warm up, but one where you're actually trying to like improve your aim or improve whatever you're trying to improve mechanically.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, cool.
Got it.
Alrighty.
Thank you. I'm gonna dissect and let this hit the subconscious.
Yeah, I'll have the VOD up on YouTube at some point too, so you can have it.
Cool.
You can review it yourself like over again if you want. Cool. Alrighty.
Appreciate it.
Sounds good. I'm gonna try to get food.
Understandable. Get your food.
Alright. See ya.
See ya.
Alright, stream. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.